It took me countless of failed relationships, failed businesses, I've lost countless of money in order for me to learn the rule of women and the rule of life. And you know what they say, you gotta lose hundreds in order to make thousands, and you gotta be willing to lose thousands in order to make tens of thousands, so on and so forth. And honestly, in the past, I've been that sim. I've begged women to stay in my life. I've been that good guy in the hope that she will know how good I am so that she will stay. And honestly, looking back at those moments where I was being a sim, I learned this one crucial lesson about women. You can be the good guy, you can be the bad guy, but the only scenario where you can actually keep a woman is when she wants to be kept by you. It's that simple. And you being a sim, chasing over her repeatedly won't really help because it shows that you're desperate. You're needy, and it seems that you're lacking something that women doesn't want to get close to you. You're lucky because I'm sharing what I've learned so far for free, possibly in under 10 minutes. So just like this video and subscribe. Now if you want to learn about getting women and getting money, it's kind of crazy because attracting women goes exactly the same way as attracting wealth into your life. Now, I will share a simple rule very soon which you can follow to attract women and wealth to your life. So make sure you watch this video until the end. Now again, the formula of getting women is pretty much the same as getting wealth into your life. You probably heard about the poor becomes more poor and the wealth becomes wealthier. This is just the fact of life, whether you love it or hate it. When you're wealthy, you have more access to food. Instead of if you're poor, you will eat processed food that will destroy your focus, that will increase your brain fog, that will actually destroy your mental health. But when you're wealthy, you have medication, you have healthcare, you can hire assistants, you can hire employees, you can literally use leverage in order to make more money for your business. When you're wealthy, even on the things you buy will actually increase in value. Like for example, this watch over here, which is a Rolex Submariner. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you buy it, it should increase in value over time. Compare if you buy like a $300 watch, maybe it looks expensive, but it's actually going to lose value over time, isn't it? Wealth attract more wealth, and that goes the same way with women. A lot of people say you are the most attractive when you are already happily married. You're the most attractive when you've had multiple women beside you. I know it sounds very dark, but that is just the truth. I've read the book by Dan Bilzerian. Actually, I have the book over here. Let me just get it to you real quick. Now, it's actually this book right here, and he shared a thing or two about attracting women. And it's quite funny because I've used his tactic and it works tremendously well. So I'm gonna share like a funny story to you real quick right after I finish arranging these books over here. Alright, so here's a funny story. I went to a restaurant like not long ago. I was with like a couple of friends and there were female friends to celebrate like a stupid event I totally forgot about. Now I invited a female friend that I knew, and I knew for sure that she had already taken a liking for me. And I told my female friends to invite some of her female friends over as well. So we were at this restaurant, we were all sitting together, and the girl that took a liking for me, let's just call her A. So she happened to sit beside me. Now the rest of the women sat in front of me. So throughout the dinner, A, who sat beside me, kept initiating conversation with me. Now when I tried to make like a stupid joke, she laughed and she did like a slight physical contact, like touching my arm and all that stuff. And the women in front of me noticed that, and the way they carry the conversation afterwards just feel totally different. And the crazy thing is that after dinner, those women text me and say that they cannot wait to hang out with me again. Now look, if you look at me, I'm just like average looking Asian dude, right? I'm not particularly very good looking or something like that. In order for me to attract women, I set like a certain frame that allows me to do that. And you can actually use this to attract more wealth into your life. Now the reason why Dan was able to attract women is because he's seen as a rare commodity. And you can definitely see he was constantly being chased by other women, which makes the other women wonder why he is always constantly being chased by other women. And that sparks like a little bit of curiosity, which makes the women interested in Dan. Now the real question is this: how can we become like Dan? How can we start off by attracting the first woman into our life? The answer is you actually don't. You don't go out there seeking for attention, validation from women, because again, it seems like you're needy and you're desperate. And this makes you, I don't know if you believe in energy or spiritual stuff, but you kind of vibrate at a lower frequency, which makes you not attracting women and money into your life. And let me ask you this one simple question to you. Would people make a business deal with you when you keep on begging them to, sign the contract or start paying you or something like that? Probably not. Now you guys probably heard about the sell me this pen analogy, whether it's from Wolf of Wall Street or other movie, whatever that is. Now the thing with that is this: you can come up with a very clever way to sell that pen. But what's the point of selling that pen to a person who doesn't even want a pen in the first place? The thing with sales is that you don't sell to someone who doesn't need that product. When in fact, you could have just focused on creating value on your product, creating value for your business, and eventually attracting the right customer for you. Now, the important rule when it comes to chasing women and chasing wealth is that you don't chase, you attract. And most importantly, you cultivate an abundant mindset. You don't chase a woman when she is actually distancing herself from you. Because the more you chase, the faster she will run away. You might be in that situation yourself, and I've been that exact situation as well. I've begged women to say, I've been that simp, and I thought that if I put more effort, I will get her. She will notice how good I am as a person. But the fact is that when I do that, when I show how good I am as a person, it just makes the whole situation 10 times worse, bro. And the funny thing is that the moment I step right out of that bullshit and I started to focus on myself, guess what? The women start to come towards me. Again, you gotta really have that abundant mindset where you truly think that there are endless women and there are endless money to get. And you know what? That is realistically true. There are like 4 billion women out there, bro. And there are billions or even trillions of ways for you to become wealthy. And by simply thinking this way, by firmly believing in this statement, you won't really care about rejection anymore. Sure, it might hurt in the first 1 or 2 rejection from women at first, but in the long run, you'll be fine with rejection, and that is what makes you a rare commodity. Increase your value, guys, and especially your mindset, because the more abundant you think about women and money, somehow miraculously, bro, the stronger your magnet will be that will attract them into your life. Remember, if you go easy in life, then life be hard. But if you go hard in life, then life be easy. Find comfort in discomfort. See you next video. Cheers.